Okay, so let's talk eyeliner. Eyeliner is one of those things as we age that really frustrates women, and because what they did 10 years ago doesn't work now. Eyeliner that used to look polished and look really sharp and clean looking no longer does anymore. It makes our eyes look smaller, harsher, and just overall tired looking. Today I'm going to show you the only eyeliner technique that I use on mature skin, one that's going to be lifting and just kind of add more definition to the eye and just make the eye look more open. It's a lot more forgiving and really easy to maintain too. So why eyeliner stops working basically is the eye, it's hooded now, right? A lot of times we end up getting more of a hood. We end up, there's dryness, and there's more texture, and the skin is just thinner. So thick eyeliner stops working, wings don't work anymore. They just, if you do a wing now, it just kind of like droops down and just makes the eye look heavy and tired. So instead of fighting our eye shape, we're just gonna work with it. And I can tell you there's nothing wrong with having your eye shape change, that's for sure. I think there's a lot of brands out there that want to change the way a mature eye looks, and we just want to work with it. So the goal of eyeliner is not to make more of a dramatic look, it's just to add more definition across the lash line and just make the eye look more open. So I pretty much only put liner on the upper lash line when I'm working with mature eyes. Sometimes, and I can do this too, is just go very slightly underneath here in the corner, and I'm talking very slightly, and that'll just add a little bit more definition to the corner of the eye. But as far as going in there with a heavy liner and then going over it with like a powder and smudging that out in the under eye, it just really makes the eye look way too heavy and it just makes the person look older, in my opinion. I always use like a soft gel liner, one that's very creamy on the skin, that kind of just blends right on, one that you can smudge out. Okay, you don't want to use a liquid liner on there because that's just going to settle in to any texture that's on the lid there and just kind of accentuate it. It doesn't look natural at all. Or you can go in and put a powder on there. A powder, it works really well if you want to go in there and just sort of deepen up that lash line. I don't extend the liner too far out. If I do, it's a very subtle pull out with like, maybe I'll take a Q-tip and kind of give it a hint to a wing, but it really isn't like a heavy wing that's going out. And a lot of women I know, because I've been a makeup artist for 30 years, and I have women come to me now, mature women, who think, oh, I can, can you do this eye look on me? Like as if there's something wrong with their eye and they can't do it. And I'm like, I can't, I really can't. I mean, we can, but it's just not gonna look nice on you. It's just gonna look too heavy. So I just stop right where the eye sort of stops and it kind of goes out. I just basically put it in here, right across the lash line. And then I don't try to pull it out too much. And what I do use is I'll use like a charcoal color, I'll use a soft black, or I'll use a brown. And depending on whatever the eye color is, if you have like lighter skin tone, I'll use a brown liner that has some warmth to it. And then if you have like a cooler skin tone or cooler eyes, like a brown eye, I'll use like a cool brown tone on your eye because it just like enhances it more. Real quick, I'm going to show you how to go in and use your eyeshadow palette to line your eye. And I'm going to do it on my hand so I can show you exactly how it works. And I actually have the liner on my eye the way I'm going to show you on the top of my hand. And the reason I'm doing it on the top of my hand because I just think it's going to be easier for you to understand and see exactly what I'm doing. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my hand ready and we're going to pretend like this is my eyeball. And then what I'll do is I'll show you my eyeliner the exact way that I'm doing it on the top of my hand, because I have it done today. I'll pull you in closer so you can see. All right, so I would go in like, okay, this is a pretty neutral, simple palette. This is the Patrick Ta. Go in, I'm gonna take this color here, okay? This is like the darkest before I get to the gel liner here. And I'm just gonna tap my brush in there. I'm using an angle brush like so, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create, I can see here, a line that looks like an eyeball. Okay? So let's just say that that's your lash line right here, okay? And you're going right into that lash line, you're pressing it in there. And you're doing it in steps. You're not doing it in one fall swoop. You're going in there and you're kind of stamping it, just like I showed you, just like that, all across, okay? Then you're going to take, if you have, I hope, a pencil brush that looks like so. And you're going to take this color here, that's like 2 shades down, right here. Okay, that's a little bit softer. And you're just gonna tap your brush in there, tap out any excess. And then we're gonna go and we're gonna smudge that so it looks soft, like so. Gonna go right over the top of it, and I'm going very gently, just smudging that out so it looks soft across there. Okay, so when you're done, it should look something like that. And that's how I do a mature eyelid now. It's just very soft on the mature eye, and nothing is settling to any texture or fine lines. Now, I'm gonna have you come in and take a look at this eye. And that's exactly how I have this done, just like the technique I showed you on here. So skip your thick liner, skip anything that's too heavy, skip using a liquid liner. Any of those things do not work anymore on mature eyes. If your eyeliner has been frustrating you lately, it's not you. You just need to do a different technique. And I can tell you that simpler and using less product is definitely the easier way to go when it comes to mature eyes or mature skin in general. So right now I have my Mature Beauty Sunday series going on, and it airs every Sunday at 10 a.m. So I hope you gained some value from this video. If you did, please consider subscribing, giving this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video, everyone. Bye-bye.